we are back. Welcome to the third annual Call of Duty Championship. Chris Puckett and Benson up in the booth to open up the day. We have so many good matches. Right now, it's Faze Black going up against Strictly Business, all tied up one apiece. But coming up next, we're going to see Optic Gaming going up against Denial in one of the most highly anticipated matches of the day to kick off the morning.
That is just a crazy game.
I love it.
And it just shows you what happens if you don't get the #1 seed in group play. It's so important. It really is. That game against Prophecy that Denial lost has cost them massively. Going up against Optic Gaming round 1.
It happens every year.
It does
every year, my friend. But back to this one, we're going into game number 3. It's Biolab on Uplink on Biolab and
Biolab on Uplink.
Biolink, right? Baby?
Biolink. Shout out to you, Maeve.
So here we go, Biolab Uplink. This one, we've seen a lot of exciting games so far this week, and on Biolab, I feel like we've seen more one-point plays than any other map for this game mode.
It's really kind of laid out that way, though, I feel. It's a little easier to go for those one-point plays off both sides, to be completely honest with you. And you see players, I want to say kind of miss less. I don't know what it is. I feel like, dependent on the player, though, of course, you'll see some players miss some pretty easy ones. I'm not going to play anyone on blast. I won't put anyone on blast, but Wheats, yeah, he's definitely known for missing
Yesterday, I was casting him, and he missed it. He got like 3-4 pieces, and then would miss the throw.
It was funny, because I actually spoke to him about it. I was like, what's going on with your one-point throws? He goes, I have a 33% shot ratio. I'll take it.
There you go. Hey, man.
1 in 3 goes in. That's all that matters.
Playing like Shaq. We got Proofy, though, on your screen, and Proofy's going back to the ASM-1. Do you prefer to see him with the bow, or is the ASM-1, the SMG, a better class for him for this game mode?
Personally, I love seeing Proofy run the assault rifle. I really do. But it's going to be dependent, I feel, on what Apathy basically does. He's such an explosive player. He's so important for this Faze squad. You see he has the bar in hand to start things off. I expect to see them switch and swap throughout the whole game. It's going to be very situational. But for me, Proofy, all-time one of the greatest assault rifle players in the world.
Faze Black trying to move the satellite drone, but there are so many defenders over at Purple. One more still there. It's going to be Dito, and as he's cleaned up, Apathy feels comfortable enough to grab this drone. All 4 members of Faze Black still alive and pushing forward. Sensor with a big kill on John. And now Apathy has an opportunity to go for a one-point play if he wants to dash forward and go for the long ranger. But he's going to need some teammate support. It's not going to come through. Wisely, he backs down. Just going to wait until he has cover before they go for the objective.
I like that play from Apathy when he had the drone in hand. He just double jumped up, tried to get some intel on where everyone from SB was, called it out to his teammates. Sadly, they weren't able to win those gunfights, though. So you see Apathy ultimately ended up just dropping that drone inside Purple. It's no big deal, really. As you can see, they can pick it up almost instantly. But making sure you have that extra gun is really smart plays coming from Faze.
And Sensor opened up this play himself. It was a 2-piece inside of Purple, which led to the sprint down through the snow, and he is going to dunk it for 2-point advantage. 2-0 after our first 2 minutes, but still, lots of points still to come, I have a feeling, in this first half.
Oh, without a doubt. If it stayed this way, I'd be very surprised. Study with the bow, picks one player off up top. That one's going to be John, and just shooting those gas canisters. Want to make sure that no one can be pushing through that side, and that gives him the ability to just pick up that satellite drone. It's going to be Proofy. If he wins that gunfight, that changes everything. Study, though, going to have to play this one a little slower.
And Study just lost all of his health. Fizzer causing problems, but Study don't care. He's going to run into 3 players, but it's all on the SB side of the map. So no score can come from SB until they slay forward, and really that's been the difference in this game. You look at Dito as your top slayer, a guy who's been in the top 5 every year. So far, 3-9 is not going to cut it. He needs to get more kills on the table, currently with a 0.25 ratio.
Study's in a great position to try and go for a bit of a clutch here. He's just managed to kill John. Sensor shuts down Fizzer. Drone still in Sensor's hand, but as I say that, he falls, and Strictly Business can try and make a play. But right now, realistically, nothing going that way is Vito's going to fall mid. Biolab, 3 players drop. That's Proofy with the 3-piece. Study cleans up the 4th, and Proofy says, thank you very much. Going to go 4-0 into the lead.
Yeah, I'm just going to crush you guys, take that thing from you, and score it on you. You good with that? Neslo's doing everything he can. I want to give him props, 10-8. I've seen him in so many engagements. He's leading the charge almost every time, and he's getting the first pick, but he needs support from behind him. Dito 5 and 10, Fizzerp 7 and 7, not getting the job done yet. John with a 1-point opportunity, can't throw it far enough, and that is gonna bounce into the hands of Studdy. It didn't go off the map, and now this is dangerous for SB. Studdy gonna cut it in. He's got teammates with him, one defender to beat, and that defender's distracted. The jump misses, but he's got time to go for his own rebound.
He's a little bit lucky there, but really surprised to see when John threw that drone, he didn't double jump. He just kind of looked up and threw it. No, that's a very simple spot to make those 1-point throws from if you just double jump up. I mean, yeah, you can say he was a little bit weak, didn't want to fall, but by missing that, you basically just handed it to Studdy, who ultimately ran through Green and Eskies, got an easy 2-point play.
The only people that are killing FaZe Black members are other FaZe Black members. SB is getting slaughtered here as you look at the kill feed. It's going to be Apathy running with the objective once again. Drone in hand. He's going to be moving around.
No way,
And
Apathy.
those are the melees that we've seen SB miss. He is going to connect, gets his shield back, almost able to put it in. Dito was the last man alive. He's got to stop it, and he can't get the bullets in time. Studdy is going to get it through for another play. 2 points from Sensor, 2 points from Proofy, and that was Studdy's fourth.
I mean, this is such a big lead. 8-0, Strictly Business are going to need to step up. Because there's one thing's for sure, FaZe, when they go into the second side, are just going to play for so many 1-points. They can do exactly what you see Neslo do now. Knee slide, double jump, 1-point conversion. And FaZe, they're not going to miss those 1-point plays.
Look at the energy from FaZe Black. Studdy getting the boys fired up. They dropped game 1 after leading it for 9 of the 10 minutes. Then they looked pretty strong in that search and destroy. But really, if you're just joining this should be basically a 3-0 game if they keep playing like this here on Biolab.
I mean, let's not count Strictly Business out just yet, because they're a team who can, when their back is against the wall, clutch up. That's for sure. But
CTF.
This is definitely where their back is against the wall.
I just counted them out in this game, man.
Totally did. You're like,
it's
they're
awful to say, but I mean, how do you fix this?
Dito needs to maybe pull out an IMR. I know he's a player who can do that, because right now he's just not getting kills, and that's what you need Dito to do. At 9 and 15, I mean, very rare to kind of see him pick up that satellite drone and make a play, but he has the ability to do so.
The birthday boy is going prone. John leading the charge for Dito.
See, Dito is now left in a horrible position.
And that was the 1v1 John needed to win. It was 1v1 versus Studdy. If he gets the kill, it's a score. It's at least a 1-point play. Instead, though, John dies. Dito can't push forward, and it's still an 8-1 game with 4:15 left on the clock to work with.
And Strictly Business needs to do a better job just controlling this purple side. Fizzerp picks up 1. That was on Sensor. There's still one more player. I believe he's actually above him.
Yep. Top
purple, but I think he should drop down. Fizz cleans up at the second player down towards that bottom bio. And again, Strictly Business just need to kill more things. It's as simple as that. Proofy 18 kills, Studdy 18 kills, Sensor 18 kills. They're just outslaying massively.
And it's going to be Neslo moving over towards this drone. His teammate was just dropped. That was Apathy cleaning up Dito. Neslo falls as well, so it's going to be Apathy pushing forward to lead the charge for FaZe Black, and for the first time in this round, we're going to see FaZe Black go on the offensive, look for Proofy to just get on top and go for a 1-point play. He knew someone was above the double jump that John should have done earlier, playing out for you there.
And that's what I kind of touched on at the end of that first side bucket. FaZe, they're not going to miss that. And at this point, when you have such a big lead, you can just keep on going for those 1-point plays. You don't need to do anything flashy. You don't need to go for those 2 points. Just keep the lead. Keep padding it as much as you can.
And if they take control of blue, you can keep tossing from top green rafters. So I feel like FaZe Black is playing from the preferred side, and you'll see why. Once you have a lead, there's so many opportunities to get these 3-point plays, or I guess long-range throws.
Right. Sensor doesn't really want to push underneath the explosive barrels, but he's going to go for it now. And I don't know how. There you go. That's exactly why you don't want to push through the explosive barrels. Fizzerp just turns around and goes, okay, well, you're going to die. Neslo picking up the drone. Actually going to push out Green here. It has his teammate in support, but again, not winning that crucial 1v1. Dito wins that gunfight. That's a 2-point play from SB. And now Neslo with the satellite drone has to try and maneuver his way through the map. He's got hit ice pretty comfortably, but Apathy there to pick up the kill.
Fizzerp's just going to try and go for the long-range bomb, and it's going to connect. Nice toss from Fizz, as we're going to see 7 points separating these two squads. 4 dunks, and you got the lead.
4
How
dunks,
do you get there?
2 minutes 10. I mean, it's ambitious. It's been done, but it's not been done a lot. That's for sure. I mean, we'll see. 9-2. SB just, if they heat up in this last 2 minutes, maybe they do.
I mean, we
But
saw Optic Nation put in 2 dunks on comeback last night in like 15 seconds.
15 seconds, right, exactly.
If
so.
you get total map control, anything is possible. It all comes down to these kills. Fizzerp gets 1, can't get the second. John, looping around, is looking for the flank, and there are too many barrels for him to move through the middle. The perimeter is what they have to work with, and they still do not have their hands on that drone. Finally, he's gonna get control of it, but his teammates nowhere to support. Again, it's Apathy just clearing out SB. John going for as much distance on that as he possibly can. There was one player pushing through from red, as it's gonna be Dito trying to get his eyes on it, but Apathy is gonna watch. That was Study actually jumping off the map to keep the drone out of play.
What's really interesting from this Faze squad is they're renowned for running double exos. 3 players now double stuns. So they're consistently stunning out SB. Every single time they try and get control of the drone, stun grenade, stun grenade, stun grenade. 6 stuns focused on that satellite drone respawn has really made a big, big difference there for Faze.
Just a minute left, and you're gonna see Proofy last goal. I guess he was at the goal line and was not able to pick up 2, but does enough damage, is gonna delay this, and we're gonna see Apathy go with the pickup.
Just running green at this point.
Do you go for the score here?
Yeah, 100%.
Add a little insult to injury?
40 seconds left. It's almost impossible for you to lose the game.
I'm sending text messages at this point, talking
just
smack
insult.
to him.
360s. There you go, Apathy. Add some flair to the dunk contest.
Sprite better sponsor this man real soon.
Proofy gonna hit that ice tunnel, but as you said, this game over. 11-2 to Faze. They're gonna go 2-1 up in the series bucket. How do you favor them in CTF?
I think they definitely are a team that is reliant on the kills. You saw that in Hardpoint. They came through from John and Dito. If these two play well, I think Fizzerp will definitely do that objective work with Neslo. And Fizz is actually the one heating up for the squad. He went 30 and 22, I believe. The only one really doing his fair share in game number 3. I honestly have to say, though, FaZe Black should lock up this series. It should already be done, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, that hard point required a massive individual effort from John to really give SB that win. You know, the search and destroy was close, but FaZe Black edged them out. Now CTF, you know, you look at Dito's performance there, 18-30. You don't want to put anyone on blast, but for someone who we describe as a lead slay, you know, top 5 KD, the past 2 Call of Duty World Championships, not gonna cut it against a team like FaZe Black.
Not gonna work out in your favor. So, after 3, Ben, it's 2-1 in favor of FaZe Black. They take the search, they take the uplink. Can they close it out with the capture the flag game? We'll find out after this. Don't go anywhere.